we go. So standard equipment for the Briar, for Alex, for Oldhim. Right off the bat, we can already tell that he's going on the aggressive plan because of the Staglamite. So the most important thing that Alex is going to have to keep in mind when playing this matchup is the Awakening, right? You want to get the life lead on a big turn, not a small turn. So those channel mount turns, that's when you really want to push the life gap.
Are we certain that the Oldhim is playing aggressively?
Yes.
I mean, the shield, is it... Can you explain a little bit more?
Yeah, so the whole idea is to keep cards in the deck because you're always worried about Briar having like an evergreen package. So you need to keep cards in the deck even as the Oldhim player, which means you're crowning a lot. Also, that's more cards you can defend with, and now you have nothing to do with that extra float. So that's how we know that he's not going to be playing the long game. He's going to be playing more of a aggressive plan.
Did the defensive Oldhim deck play Tunic? I don't think it did it?
Yeah, you play Tunic for Art of War, and also a free crown if you're low on pitch, or you need a fuse for like an Oakenold, something of that nature. See, we're seeing all these aggressive cards. Yeah, I mean that's he's got the fuse on the Endless Winter, so that's coming in for 8. Both modes active, so every card that he blocks with, he gets a Frostbite token, which he's probably not blocking, and then
activating abilities will be
right. So none of that really affects. I think that only affects Snapdragon Scalers. So yeah, I didn't see a world where Briar blocks with no embodiment situation. They just have a terrible. So here we go. First 5-card hand, starting out with a tome. It's always a good start. Most important thing that Alex has to do here is not to just play Channel Mount Heroic when you get it, but set it up in a way that you can actually maximize the value, right? Because you never want to play it and then only have, you know, 1 attack and then risk it all on the next 4 cards that you draw, because if you only draw 1 attack, then you just had a very situational 2 nimbleism, right? Because it only pumped 2 different attacks. So that's the most important part on playing this Channel Mount Heroic Briar.
in the Tales of Aria meta. This was considered a pretty poor matchup for Lightning Briar, right? But how about Channel Mount Heroic Briar?
It depends. Because Oldhim was more control-y then. It was not very favorable.
Okay. Do you think the new Everfest cards benefited Briar?
Yeah. So she should be running. Should definitely be running Swarming.
Revel?
A lot of lists do run Revel, and the idea is you're usually always playing 2 non-attacks anyway, so it's just another 0 for 4 basically. It adds more threat density in the non-attack slots, which is much harder to do, and it also causes split damage, which is always preferred.
I just want to mention that Exude got blocked by literally the most alpha card in the game. It's like, do you have confidence? Hell yeah, I have confidence.
Okay,
I have 14 confidence.
I don't know if you guys just saw what happened, but Alex literally did not block with a single card on the Endless Winter. Took 8 damage just to play an Exude, and then passed with 3 cards in hand.
That doesn't seem right.
That's exactly what happened. I mean, I don't know what.
Maybe he was thinking about snapping it. I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
You save the snaps for the Mount Heroic turns, right?
right, always. I'm not sure what happened there. Definitely need to make a
7
note.
damage.
Yep, with the one arsenal, there's no situation where this is anything but 7. Now, if he didn't have an arsenal, there's a lot of argument to be made. There's just so many good cards that you can hit that you want an arsenal. And in a lot of cases, taking the card is actually the better play. But in this situation, I already have an arsenal. It's just always going to be 7. Okay, so
Seems good.
Oldham's probably just going to return a, what, CNC maybe, or a, oh, look. 2 to
Good for
play
Pat.
that game. That's it. Another 7. Yeah, I'm super curious of what happened first 5-card hand, because playing an Exude and with no other plan, I'm not sure.
You're like, that doesn't quite compute, huh?
No, it threw me for a loop.
Mhm.
Okay, so we should get a fuse here, I would hope.
Maybe just an arsenal card.
Okay. So this is 4 turns, and Alex has not made 1 embodiment of lightning. That is something to worry about. However, the reason that they run the Amulet of Earth in the Briar decks now, that's a more recent add, probably the past month or so, is it applies more pressure on the Force of Nature turn, right? Because it forces you to, because he can pop it at any moment,
Right.
it forces the opponent to overblock everything by 1. And you're already at breakpoints on everything, so it makes it pretty much an anti-defense reaction card.
Right.
Okay, he's taking the damage, so we're gonna see a turn here. I mean, with the Frostbite, it's inconvenient, but he can always Tunic to clear the Frostbite, pitching a blue, float 3, play the Heroic. That's what I'm expecting here, yep. Or, okay, technically he can't do that. He should have to pitch for the trigger. Right?
Did he just, he took Tunic while having a Frostbite?
Yes.
Then
You have to pitch for that.
That's definitely not allowed.
Yeah. You have to pitch.
Let's message them. Need to pay for Frostbite when taking Tunic energy, Alex. There we go. Easy fix.
Okay, so I'm not sure.
He
What
Oldhim
was-
reacted.
Pitch to swarming. I have no idea what happened.
He hasn't made an aura, so it's not easy to give Boom Veil go again.
So he ended again with 2 cards in hand.
Yes, this is very, very inefficient here.
No idea.
Seems to me he's not very experienced on the deck, to be frank.
Another thing is he's running Runic Reclamation. He should not be playing that card against Oldhim. There's no auras to pop.
There's Mount Heroic.
Okay, so we got the channel. What are we doing with it? Okay, so we got 6 go
Six
again.
go again. Yep.
And he gets shut down because he's been banking that for a while. Smart play. And of course, Alex won't have the pitch to pay for it.
Yep. He doesn't even need to stick the stalagmite in front of it now.
Yep. And then he takes it, which means Oldham's got a Fused Oak and Oldhim hand.
Or something that can disrupt his turn enough that he won't get any value out of the Mount Heroic.
Right. Ending again with a card name.
Yes, that is not good.
Of course, that one's not his fault because the blizzard, right?
Yep. It's a red. That means.
I'm a genius. Look at that. I knew it.
There you go.
Called it.
Right.
I'll call the Guardian stuff. You call the Prism stuff.
There we go. So this is gonna basically shut down his whole turn.
Yep. That denies. So that's 9. So there's no D-React deck. So even Skullcap, Grasp,
There's
everything. It doesn't
everything.
matter.
Everything plus a 3 block
Basically
non
8.
attack.
That's he would have to have a 4-block non-attack. So he'd have to have a Force of Nature or a Channel Mount Heroic.
Yep.
Not get hit. And have to give him the tunic.
Yep.
So that pretty much locks the game. If I had to guess.
Yep. Seems so. Two from Skullcap, 2 from Grass. Yep. Looks like putting 2 cards on the bottom. Sometimes that's the strategy against Crippling Crush Oak and Old. You're just like, well,
Yeah, for sure.
I just have to keep 2 cards to have a turn. Because if I block, I don't have a turn. So
At 11 life, I think you go ahead and get the block out of the Skullcap and Grasp, so that way you guarantee get to use it again. Maybe. Or
I think 11, you're still fine. You're still very likely to get two times out of it.
yeah, and you probably might want to stop Frostbite.
Yep.
But Oldhim is
this is where Blitz experience helps.
Yeah.
The blocking correctly with armor comes from knowing when exactly you can delay it, basically.
Oldhim still has all of his armor, Staglamite, Crater Fist, Tunic ready to go.
Yep. Making a rune chant, that does not seem efficient.
Wow.
But I guess the wrong cards got ripped out of his hand. Ending again with a card in hand. That's I mean, this is a lot of life that's
Right.
Yeah. 26 life deficit, I think, is not.
16.
Sorry, yeah, 16 point life deficit. If he was on offense, might be possible to overcome. Terra Sunder, that is oof. Wow. Okay.
For
5
now.
blue hand.
That'll
So
do it.
this actually shows just how nice these new blue cards are for Guardians. Like they got Glacial Footsteps in Tales of Aria, same with Terra Sunder. Like these cards are just excellent when you're flooding. And now they block solidly. So the mana bases of all the Guardians has become really, really nice. Like traditional Guardians, I should say. You have blue 3 blocks with relevant effects. That's just exactly what you want. And we're seeing two of them getting used here with a 5 blue hand. Nine dominate. Carding 2 random cards.
No, you get to pick.
Oh, 2. Oh, you get to pick. Yep. Okay. Okay. The snatch does not matter.
Golden takes it. Unless he has a dead card. And what do we got? A Mantra Grande to close it up?
Nope. Classic Okinold. No fuse? No fuse? No fuse. That doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, so
unless this is Pummel.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, why would you not block with the cards?
Yeah, and then Arsenal. Yeah. So this... I mean, you can't play around Pummel here.
No.
Can you? No, you can't.
I don't think you can play
You
around
just
anything.
block 7, you get pummeled, go to 1, so be it, right? 3, 3, 3, yep. Yep. Badunk. Discard a card. Sonata, not paying. Snatch. I guess he's gonna Snapdragons this. One Arcane.
So, probably gonna go another 0-cost attack with Go again. But Tunic. Is that a...
Weaverth does not. Yeah, it doesn't apply.
Well, see, this is where you want to block with Stagglemon, right? Or...
I guess it didn't matter in that case.
Okay.
So, yep. So here's 2/2 damage. Looks like Oldhim's just taking it, which means there's probably dominated attack coming across here.
Well, he's at 1, so you just present 7 every turn, and
yep,
you'll eventually get there. That's 8, right? Cranium Crush is 8.
Yep.
So that's the whole hand?
It's another really, really good blue card.
Or, I guess 3 cards if block.
3 cards plus, or 2 cards plus the armor is also okay.
Yeah, but he's got no embodiment. And lot of cards. Probably.
Three card block there. Oh. Had to throw in a armor piece there. All right. So, so this game is basically over. But let's talk about things that the Briar player could have done better. So what do you think is the key to Briar's offense against Oldhim?
I mean, against aggro Oldhim, you're just trying to outvalue. It's not about, you know, you're not trying to play around the ice react or anything like that. So it's literally, does he have an on-hit effect? If the answer is no, and you have a halfway decent hand that presents 8 to 12 damage, then you push it. And that's literally all the decision tree is. And then setting up your channel mount heroic. That is it.
Oh, Coax is a very cute card here.
Well, it's actually a trap here, because what's going to happen is Oldham's going to let it hit, and if he chooses Quicken Token,
that would be very, very bad.
Then he loses the game, because he'll hammer swing and then attack for 6, 7. So if he elects
he just okay. So that was a blizzard after the snaps. Okay.
Yeah.
So he has an embodiment now.
Well, I would have picked +1 on life. I don't know about you, but I don't like being at 1.
3, 4, 5.
Because it hit, right? Didn't the Coax hit?
It did.
So this is 2 more cards.
Yep. So you're right. He should have chosen the
+1, and that would have saved a card there. He could have
exactly
done a little something. And he has no embodiment now, so. And Oldhim has 5 cards with Tunic. This should be word in.
I mean, we're kind of waiting for another pummel, basically, or dominate to end the game. Oh, blocking with 3 of the best cards in his deck. Gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll give him credit though. I did not expect the game to end with Oldhim anywhere near 10 life.
Yep, same.
So, you know, he's sticking in there and fighting through it. But here's the dominate.
Yep, GG.